Listen, he's doing his job. Don't be an idiot.
You can't do nothing.
The Royal Guards from all across the world do not have it easy, especially due to the fact that they have to maintain their cool in front of the many annoying tourists or passerbys that they have to encounter on a daily basis. With that being said, let us take a quick look at instances where messing with Royal Guards went wrong.
Get off the fence! علي المس علي المس خد Do not touch the Queen's Guard!
Here we have a man trying to imitate the guard by marching beside him in a way that was somewhat insulting to him. He later took a major risk and even touched the shoulder of the guard, which the guard clearly didn't like.
Get back from the Queen's Guard!
The guard took his job pretty seriously and screamed out to the man to stay back as he was the Queen's Guard. He later even pointed a gun at this man and scared him in such a way that made sure he isn't returning back to that spot anytime soon. However, his friends did manage to have a hearty laugh at this incident.
Get back from the Queen's Guard!
Next, we have another clip of a bunch of excited tourists all posing next to the guard. That's when a man from the audience decides to vlog himself with the guard until he got too close to the guard, where he ended up invading the guard's personal space. This man's ego went down the drain for being yelled at, and he decided to pick up a fight with the guard with the anticipation of not getting hurt in the process. That's where he was wrong. The man decided to toy with the guard and mocked his marching movements. The guard was able to take the insults to a certain level, before which he had enough and yelled at the man once more.
Huh? Go on. Wait for the Queen's Guard!
The man then threw in a straight hand to the guard, and the guard went crumbling down to the ground. The man was in shock. The guard was in shock, and all the tourists who had accumulated there to simply have a great day were in shock too.
Wait for the Queen's Guard!
Up next, we have an elderly man who is in the way of the path that the guards usually march through. Whether him standing there was intentional or just a mistake is something we'll never know. All we know is that the guards did not stop for the man to move out of their way and continued to march on with the uttermost level of discipline.
Bye-bye!
Accidents happen all the time, and here we can see a guard accidentally smacking a little girl while paying his respects to the royal family with a salute. The little girl was clearly left in a dazed state, and from the next time on will always take a step back in the presence of a guard or any royal family member. Up next, we have another child guard interaction gone wrong. Here we have a bunch of kids who are trying to get a good glimpse of the guards. Out of excitement, one of the boys accidentally leans against the fence. The guard yells at the child to get off the fence, scaring him in the process. His friends seemed to be shocked by this response and ended up laughing nervously.
Get off the fence!
Here are another bunch of people in the presence of a guard, and they are trying to capture a selfie with him. One of the men decided to toy with the guard's sword, and the guard did not like it at all. In fact, the swift neck turn of the guard said it all. Thankfully, there was no commencement of violence after that. Here is another guard who has an issue with the passerbys toying with the fence. The boy did get off the fence, but this leaves us to wonder, what is this secret obsession that guards have with fences?
Get off the fence!
If you think that you have already come across the remorseless side of guards, wait till you have a look at this incident. Here we can see a woman who has clearly broken the law and crossed over the fence to take an Instagram-worthy picture. Instead of stopping her or correcting her, the guard who was marching on the other side of the rope continued to march his regular path and ended up pushing the woman to the ropes. The woman was startled. However, she did not manage to fall to the ground. But we are pretty sure that she learned her lesson that day and will not be attempting any similar sort of stunts in order to get a picture of herself taken.